everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to play the arpeggio section from the song Scarified by Racer X. Now I'm going to try and keep this as simple and straightforward as possible, and we're going to work on this in small chunks rather than trying to do the whole thing in one massively long video. In this part we're just going to look at the two bars that I just played. We're going to start by doing a pull off between frets 14 and 10 on the high E string, using your little finger to play 14 and your first finger to play 10, and we're going to do a downstroke of the guitar pick. Then we're going to pull off between frets 14 and 11 on the G string, using your third finger to play fret 14 and your first finger to play fret 11, and it's going to be an upstroke of your pick. Then it's 12 on the D with your second finger and another upstroke. So if I put that all together, it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we're going to do a hammer on between frets 11 and 14 on the G again, using fingers 1 and 3, but with a downstroke of the pick. Then we're going to go to fret 10 high E, again with your first finger, and again with another downstroke. Next, we're going to do fret 13 on the D with a downstroke of your pick, again with your second finger. Then we're going to do that frets 11 and 14 with a hammer on between fingers 1 and 3 again like before, but a hammer on rather than a pull off this time. Then it's fret 11 on the high E string with your first finger. And you might find it necessary to do a downstroke there. You also might find it easier to kind of bar your first finger across the top 3 strings, just to make that jump a little easier. Then we're going to pull off between frets 14 and 11. I'm using my little finger to play 14, first finger to play 11. Then we're going to do the same thing on the G string, and I'm going to use my third finger to play fret 14 on that string. So if we put it all together from the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're basically going to play the same idea up 2 frets. So we're going to pull off between frets 16 and 12 on the high E, then 16 and 13 on the G, then we're going to play 14 D with the second finger, then hammer on between frets 13 and 16 on the G, then play 12 high E, then move up to 15 on the D string, then hammer on between frets 13 and 16 again on the G, then 13 high E, pull off between 16 and 13 on the high E, and then between 16 and 13 on the G. And then it's a bend on fret 17B that goes up 1 full tone. That second bar is the same as the first bar, it's just moved up 1 full tone. Let me put it all together from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a point about the picking here, I'm actually picking this slightly differently than Paul Gilbert does, but I've kind of just developed this technique over the years, and the way that I've covered it in this video is the way that I feel most comfortable picking through this pattern. You might find your own way, however. One thing I would say, just in addition to that, try and make sure that you have a light touch with your guitar pick and don't pick overly hard. Also, don't fret overly hard with your fretting hand. In the last part of this video, we're going to practice the 2 bars that we've just learned with some scrolling guitar tab. We're going to repeat 5 times, and at the beginning of each repetition there'll be an 8-beat counting for you to get used to the new tempo. If you find yourself struggling at any point, you need to stop, turn off the video and practice the fundamental parts of this lick until you get more comfortable playing it. You have to be honest with yourself here. If you find that your performance is starting to struggle a little bit, then you need to work out why.